Then thermal equilibrium. Equilibrium itself we have studied in your first lesson. Equilibrium is a state where both are equal. There you studied anti-clockwise moment was equal to clockwise moment, or the balanced force. Equilibrium is a resultant of a balanced force which gives you a balanced force. So what does this says is that how to define this equilibrium is that two or more physical systems or bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium when there is no net flow of thermal energy. It's quite simple. The same example can be considered where you take water and dip ice in that. Ice starts melting till a temperature where they both have become equal. There are no more heat flow. Initially there will be a heat flow from water to ice, so that ice melts. Then it reaches some state where there is no more change of heat. It becomes cool. So that state is what is called as equilibrium. So what you understand from here is heat energy will always flow from hot bodies to cold bodies until a thermal equilibrium is established. So from this I am going to define thermal energy. So what may be the thermal energy? That energy when a hot object is in contact with another cold object. What happens there? There is a transfer of heat. The heat energy flows from hot object to the cold object. That is what is called as thermal energies. So that energy which flows from hot body to cold body to achieve thermal equilibrium. That is what is called as thermal energies. So the process in which heat energy flows from a body at higher temperature to another object at lower temperature is what is called as heating. How do you achieve heating? Heating is nothing but the process by which heat energy flows, always from higher temperature to lower temperature. So what would have happened in cooling? Cooling just reverse. That is also a process where heat energy flows, but from lower temperature to higher temperature. So how does this transfer of heat take place? Generally there are three processes by which the heat transfer takes place: conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction is what the example said to you. Ice melts in a water. Then convection. Convection we can see an example of sea breeze and land breeze. They both are example for convection. Then radiation. Radiation actually that is how earth gets energy from the sun. Every day we get radiations, that is it's all radiations from the sun which reaches the earth. It's a scalar quantity and its unit is always joule.